What's up? Let's talk about it. Draymond Green might be a coach in this league someday. Draymond knows the game. He knows how it should be played. But he don't know every damn thing. You know, here's the thing. It's just like any other profession. When you know your X's and O's and all of these different things that you can do, it's the reason why you don't see like Michael Jordan coaching. Some players who've been at that higher level and want to get you there, they know what it takes and they have that IQ to play at a high level. Most of these guys can't. It's not in them. Or it might be in them, but their demeanors are different. Everybody's wired differently. And some of these trainers and coaches, they don't care. They coach their style. And either you get it or you don't. It's like the military almost. But the most successful coaches in this game knows how to coach personalities. That's what was Phil Jackson's strength with the Bulls. He knew how to cater to everyone's ego. And everybody was different and had a different energy. He knew how to collectively relate to all of these guys and give them what they want. So, for me, this became the big difference. And speaking on the big difference, to speak on it further, let's take it from the top. All right? You got one person who's hell bent on getting things done his own way. Draymond Green has been mentoring Wiseman since he got there. And since he's been in practice, he's pointing out the young rookie's mistakes and he's guiding them along and he's been giving them very sound and solid advice out there. I mean, but most of this is like things from playing the game. Taking that extra dribble, ball faking, getting into a solid position early, not getting in foul trouble. I mean, I don't know what was going on last night, but this had everything to do with LeBron James. In that game against Golden State when LeBron started going out talking. Now all of a sudden, Golden State Warriors get hit with 55 foul calls. 55 fouls. That's a bit excessive, don't you think? 55 fouls. What was that referee thinking? I mean, Draymond was just telling him to catch the ball. He went to post up, and I guess he felt like Wiseman didn't post up aggressively. He didn't do it aggressively enough. which led to him going off the way he did. He blew up. I mean, for some reason, I just don't get it. But this referee, I don't know what got into him to call those calls. His name is Ben Taylor. And his crew decided to go right after Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors. And I believe is just ridiculous. Golden State Warriors, they are number 2 in the league as far as getting fouls called on them. But they are a top 5 defense. They pride themselves on playing defense, but they're 20 what are they number 2 in the league. They got about 356 fouls committed. 23 fouls called on them per game. Almost 24. That's not good. That is not good. Now, here's the other situation that you're faced with. Going back to Draymond Green and all the things he's done with this kid. Draymond Green has implemented nothing but the very best, and I mean the very best instructions, information, and sometimes the information isn't the problem. It's how it's delivered. For certain people, it has to be delivered in a different format, a different context, and that to me is what I feel is more important than what other people might feel. I think people have lost a sense of or a degree of you know uh, attachment to the game. The way maybe these younger people are, they're so super sensitive. In other words, Wiseman seems like he's a very more you know low key type of basketball player, not high energy at all. It's kind of his demeanor. And I think that suits him well. I really do. I think he has as much. I think the best success he's going to have is being on that team. But Steve Kerr has come in the way of that and saying that I think Wiseman should, I think he needs to follow, Kevin Garnett, which I really don't think KG is the KG's even more intense. You know what I'm saying? He's even more intense. So for me, it's all about who's really tough mentally on the court and who's not, and who got it and who don't have it. That's what it's about. It's about mental toughness. And if you don't apply yourself in this game, you can have all the skills in the world and you'll be left behind. You get the label as soft, and they'll play it off. Other teams will use it to play off you. So I think Draymond do a good job trying to balance it, but that's just a heat of the moment play. But I don't think Steve Kerr should get involved and start implementing people who are not on the team as people he need to get behind. Because I think Tim Duncan is the more style of play of the player he needs to probably watch. But even though him and Kevin Garnett do have a similar background coming out of high school, Timmy did have college to fall back on down at Wake. But Timmy's demeanor is more in line with Wiseman, and well, the thing is that Pop wanted to retire and give the team to Timmy. Timmy didn't want it because he didn't want to get blamed when a female coach, Becky, didn't get the starting job, in the NBA and all that. So he'd have been scrutinized for giving it to him after she'd been that assistant all those years. So Timmy just said, "Look, I don't want that. I mean, the one game I got all that heat, and that's what's gonna come for me. I might as well sit down." Timmy didn't want that. Timmy loved coaching though, and was very good. I think he did a tremendous job with the guards, which was shocking to me. He was better with the guards than he was the big men. People don't really understand what Timmy D was doing, and the thing is that he could teach the guard position because he's the big man. He played the 4 and the 5, so he could see where the guards need to be and where they should be on the court. He knew that because they the ones got to give him the ball. So, I just think that people can rush the judgment a little bit too much. Just give it some time. I'm like, we're not even halfway into the season yet. This is this guy's rookie year. They did that with Barrett, R.J. Barrett from the Knicks. I'm like, man, dude, he actually had a solid rookie year. But it's like if somebody don't come right out the gate scoring 30 points a night, the Warriors ain't designed for Wiseman to score 30 points a night. He probably could if that was what he was there to do. Like where he's the main offensive weapon, but he's not. He's in a winning franchise. Like this is a franchise that just went to 5 NBA finals. And they rebuilding with a younger team, but they still got their veteran pieces in place. And they're out here doing what they normally do, and they gotta speed track him up because he's starting. Now, what he becomes is gonna be on him. Now, if he'd have went to another team that's lax, they don't have no dreams of winning no championship or even going to the playoffs. They just going through the motions. So when you play on a team like that, then yeah, it's you'll be able to get your 25s and 30s and talk and party, and the coach just lackadaisical teaching you plays. It's sad. It's sad and it's pathetic, but you're getting paid, and that's all you care about. The wins and losses just gone. Man, who cares? So that's it, man. That's all she wrote, folks. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Don't forget to hit the like button. The Cash App is Carcino, Karceno. And I'm out the dope.